The Supreme Court quashed petition seeking independent probe into the matter. The Supreme Court said that there is no reason to doubt the veracity of the statements given by 4 judges that accompanied Judge Loya in that trip to Nagpur, and also it said that there is an attempt to malign the judiciary. Meenakshi Banja tracking this big story for us here on Mirror Now. Meenakshi, so the verdict is out and the Supreme Court is clear that there is no need for an independent probe into Justice Loya death case. Give us all the information, please.
Well, Afrida, this is indeed quite significant, and given the fact that this has been a sticky, contentious issue of even the 4 rebel judges of the Supreme Court who had come out in a completely unprecedented press conference where they had raised this also as one of the contentious points during the press conference of January 12th, Afrida. There is perhaps now some hope that there will be a closure or finality that will be attained with the tersely worded judgment that has been pronounced just a short while back by the 3-judge bench headed by the Honorable Chief Justice of India. It's very pertinent to remind our viewers this judgment has been authored by Honorable Justice D.Y. Chandrachud.
And speak to Mr. Mukul Rohatgi, who is online with us right now, Meenakshi. I'm just handing over the mantle to you. Over to you, Meenakshi.
Yes, Mukul sir, very good morning to you and thank you for talking to Mirror Now. This is Meenakshi reporting from the Supreme Court. Sir, at the outset, your first reaction and thoughts to what the Supreme Court has said while dismissing this plea seeking for a fresh probe on Judge Loya's death, sir.
The Supreme Court, from whatever I've heard, I'm not in Delhi, I'm in Calcutta, but from whatever I've heard, the Supreme Court has come down very strongly on the nature of the petition, the content of the petition, the motive of the petition, and the manner in which, unfortunately, this case was argued by different lawyers, attacking the judiciary, attacking the subordinate judiciary, attacking the High Court and Bombay, and even going to the extent of suggesting that the bench which heard this case or not to have heard, because the 2 judges happen to be Maharashtra, from Maharashtra and all that. Therefore, I think the Supreme Court has sent out a strong signal that the vexatious, politically motivated PILs in the name of upholding of the judiciary, while the real motive is something else, will not be entertained, and a proper message has been sent to all concerned. That's how it has happened.
Mukul sir, you argued. Mukul sir, Meenakshi again, you argued this matter in the Supreme Court along with Mr. Harish Salve. It was one of your points, sir, today that has found resonance with the Supreme Court. You had argued that this court, the top court of this country, cannot go ahead and dismiss the statements of the 3 lawyers from the Bombay judiciary. Do you think, sir, that this case really is something which was made out with malified intent, and today the Supreme Court has cleared the record somewhere?
My stand in the Supreme Court, based on the records, has been completely vindicated that these were only vexatious petitions, bereft of any merit, and the manner in which the case was argued actually was contemptuous. But the point is that these PIL petitioners were only interested, as I said, in the court in attacking functionaries in the government. They were not concerned with the death of the judge or his family. They wanted to use the pedestal of the Supreme Court for a collateral purpose so that a lot of muck and mud can be slung on different people and flung on different people. That was the real idea. I mean, the Supreme Court also found that, I mean, if a probe had to be ordered on the basis of such facts which were clear and pointing unerringly to one direction, it would have meant that those judges who gave their statements, who were his colleagues, were telling lies. The 2 judges of the High Court who happened to be in the hospital at 6 a.m. when the judge died was also, telling lies. This is the desperate manner in which these petitions were filed, and I'm glad the Supreme Court has seen through it. Okay, thank you.
And one very quick last question, Mukul sir. There you have it, Frida. A former Attorney General Mukul Rohtagi, who played a pivotal role in this case, with his first reactions on Mirror. Now he is in Kolkata, as he was telling us, and
Yes.
it has been his point, which has today found a great amount of resonance with the Supreme Court,
Right.
where he had argued as to how, if the Supreme Court went ahead and entertained these bunch of pleas, then somewhere the Supreme Court would be distrusting the other judges who were present with Judge Loya and who had
Yes.
endorsed to the fact that indeed the death happened in natural circumstances.
Right. If I may just summarize the points made by the former Attorney General, he said that the Supreme Court has come down strongly on the motive, content and manner in which this case has been argued. Attacking the judiciary, the Supreme Court has sent out a strong signal that vicious, politically motivated petitions in the name of upholding justice will not be entertained. He said that there was an attempt made to use the pedestal of the Supreme Court to sling mud on various people, and such a probe cannot be initiated on the basis of news reports. And the statement of the judges who were with Judge Loya when the incident took place are irrefutable. So that is the moot point here, Meenakshi. Right. Okay. So, Meenakshi, thanks so much for joining us. We'll have to leave it at that. We'll come back to you in our subsequent newscast to talk about this big breaking news. Thanks for joining us.